There's definitely really pretty anchorage over here, but as soon as we anchored here, this is non-stop.
My name is Billy, this is Sierra, and this is our dog Jetty, and this is Adrenaline, our full-time floating home and office. Join us as we sail, surf, swim, dive, fish, and kiteboard through new and exotic places every day. Make sure you subscribe below and sit back and enjoy.
It's 7:30 a.m. and we're just leaving Ponce. A little bit of a late start this morning. We really don't know where we're going today. We could be going long offshore overnight and be going to St. Croix, or we could just be doing 20 miles to Salinas. I'm gonna check the wind and weather right now and see. Once the wind fills in, which is just starting to, we're gonna sail up to wherever. Wind is up, we got the sails up. Genoa's furled into its third reef point. Mainsail has one reef in it, probably a little over 15 knots of wind. Still don't know exactly where we're heading yet. Decided we're gonna just stop for the night. We came into this little anchorage, really cool little spot. 40 miles down from Ponce or so. Wake up super early tomorrow morning and then keep on cruising. I really like this spot over here. There's definitely really pretty anchorage over here, but as soon as we anchored here, this is non-stop. Just back and forth and back and forth. There's like 8 of them around here. It's hard to get, how are you gonna get mad at them because they were here first? And I think it's a jet ski rental company, so they're here first. That's just what they do around here, but it's so annoying. Tomorrow we're either gonna go like 20 or 25 miles to Vieques or like 65 miles all the way to St. Croix. I think that's what we'll probably do, and then I think we're probably gonna have to hold up there for a little bit and wait on some weather.
Hey puppy dog. This place is cool. There's like grass right up into the water.
Palm trees and grass and
mountains in the background.
mountains way off in the distance. Sierra's on the hunt for coconuts again. She hasn't had a chance to make her coconut pie, where she learned the recipe from Willie in Crooked Island.
Crooked Island.
I don't see any here though.
No, there's tons.
They're all too small.
But they're all either too small or Billy says it's too high to climb.
I didn't say that. We've pretty much decided we're going to St. Croix tomorrow, right?
We've decided, but who knows if that will actually happen.
I think it'll happen. Conditions look really good tomorrow. It's only 65 miles. I mean, we're going to be tacking, so yeah, it's going to be further than that, but we'll probably be motor sailing in the morning because it's going to be such light wind. What do you think of Puerto Rico?
Number one thing that stands out about Puerto Rico is how nice the people are. The nicest people like ever.
There hasn't been one person we talked to who has not been nice.
So kind, so generous, so willing to help. It is beautiful. I wouldn't say it's as lush green as Dominican Republic, but I think that's also because they had a more direct hit from the last hurricane.
Well, some parts seem to be, like even right over here, these mountains seem to be much greener than like over in the Ponce area and stuff like Ponce. Yeah. And stuff like that for some reason.
Yeah, so maybe it
and the
depends.
rainforest was too.
Yeah, maybe it just depends where you are.
It was kind of nice to be back in like what felt like Florida, like the U.S. Well, it is a U.S. territory, but it felt like being in Florida, and that was kind of nice, like being able to get anything we needed pretty much. But I am ready to get to some more remote beaches and stuff like.
With blue water, I miss blue water.
Yeah, I mean, and it probably does get blue and clear over here, but we haven't experienced that too much.
But it's been great because the Bahamas was all water exploration with like a little bit of land stuff, but pretty much all water. Here and Dominican Republic was more land exploration, which is so cool. It's so different.
Yeah, and different cultures too, like especially Dominican Republic was such a different culture, so that was really neat to experience. But yeah, ready to get back onto like more island life. This landscape's amazing though. Look at these mountains and the sunset. That's so pretty. And surf. I can't wait to surf and maybe kite a little more and do some of that stuff. I mean, our main priority is just to sail. If conditions allow, we're just heading south and sailing towards Grenada, but maybe we'll luck out and get some good wind and waves in between. That would be awesome. And I won't try not to lose the GoPro this time. We're on our way to St. Croix. We got around 12 to 15 knots of wind. The seas are a little bit messy, but not too big. Like 2 to 3 foot, but like kind of messy and steep at times. Wind's supposed to get a little bit lighter. Hopefully it sticks just around this, because this is pretty perfect. And we're cruising along at 7 to 8 knots. Close hauled. We got an angle just south of St. Croix right now, but the wind's supposed to shift from the southeast, so we'll probably tack and end up just north of St. Croix. If that all works out, it'll be a pretty good wind shift in our favor. Such a pretty landscape. There's Puerto Rican mountains in the background here, the green Puerto Rican mountains. A little bit of some light rain showers this morning. Beautiful day. Pretty good day for sailing. Heading pretty far south of St. Croix. We're gonna tack here in a little bit. We're like 40 miles out. We'll tack here in a couple hours.
Our course is directly aimed towards Grenada. If only we had 3 more days of this weather, I promise we could get there, but we don't, so we can't. One day we'll make it.
How many miles are we from Grenada?
Like 400.
Are you happy that it's not that rough out?
Trying to be ready for the call, trying not to fall, ready for the landfall. Holding way too slow to win this human race. Gotta travel light through this desirable maze. The miles are leaving traces on my face, signs of falling grace, filling the empty space. But
We're like 15 miles out from, we're just gonna anchor on the west side of St. Croix. Wind definitely picked up, and we have the Genoa with 3 reefs in it, and probably gonna have to reef the mainsail here in a minute. Going pretty good, going really good. Smashing into some waves now though. You guys wanna see our angle? This is when we had that really nice favorable wind this morning heading right to St. Croix, and then the wind shifted, we tacked southeast, and then we tacked back northeast, but probably a little too soon. Pretty much averaging 7 knots the whole way. A little more now. Our tack's gonna be a little shy of St. Croix, so probably get up here 5 miles away and then just motor on in. Looks like it's a wide open bay on the west side with no reefs or anything, and so we'll be able to just either pick up one of the dive mooring balls for the night or just anchor over there for the night.
It is about 7 o'clock. We finally decided it was time to try to just motor straight to St. Croix because we've been tacking back and forth all day and barely making any headway, and as soon as we turn the engines on, we don't want to work. Now Billy's dissecting the throttles. It'll go in reverse, but it won't go in forward. We just want to get there.
Good morning, everybody. Whew. Slept good last night. So it's always so cool when we arrive at a place at night to wake up the next morning and like see what's around. Probably shouldn't be arriving at many places at night, but case by case basis. It's a wide open area over here and there's no reef to worry. Well, I'm sure there is close to land, but it's deep water right up to shallow water where we anchor, and whatever. How do you sleep?
Absolutely perfect.
How's our cool new view?
It's very hilly and green.
Here's St. Croix. We got one other boat anchored next to us over here, and then just another fishing boat over here and a big long pier. I think cruise ships come here once in a while, and I think they tap to that pier. Cool spot. All right, you wanna go to the beach? We're going. There's the fort right there. That thing looks cool. Volleyball court. This is like a little park, beach park right here. Some public bathrooms. Nice beach, and that's Adrenaline anchored right out there. I think we're in Rasta territory now. This place is cool. I like this place so far. It has a little restaurant called Polly's, and they have breakfast and coffee, and we usually splurge the morning before a big sail, after a big sail, and go out to eat for breakfast. There's no dogs allowed there, even on the outside tables.
How cool.
So I just got it to go. There's a bunch of like picnic tables over there we can eat at. I like this place. Do you like this place?
Yeah.
I'm glad we stopped here on the west side of the island instead of the north side in Christiansted, because this seems like a little more low-key. It's hard to tell, we've never been there before, but like from the map you can kind of see how busy a place is, like with just all the stuff around on the map. But this seems like a cool little place.
We'll get the lowdown as we trek our miles to take Jetty to the vet.
We might go up to Christiansted anyway. We're not sure, but
She didn't do any international ones.
International health certificates for Jetty?
Yeah.
And that's the closer one, right? So how far is the next one?
28 minutes by car.
Oh wow. Get a taxi each way or something? Is it in Christiansted?
Yeah, much closer to Christiansted than here. So should we just wait?
I don't know.
It's done, all done. Time flies, I know that's for sure. Yeah. You're gone, you're gone. I'm not your prisoner in your cold war anymore. Oh no. But I have a feeling that we never really move on from our past. Sometimes I just wanna go back, try to make it all undone, so it didn't have to hurt this bad. I don't say
Going upwind sucks. It's so bad. I gotta be honest, yesterday we had a really good upwind sail for most of the day, right? Like the best you can get. It was 12 to 15 knots. The seas were good. It's a fine line with the waves with
Of
this boat.
comfort and discomfort.
Yeah.
You could be comfortable for 1 second and everything could be totally fine and everything could switch just the tiniest bit
It's
and
just-
all of a sudden it's
As soon as the interval or steepness or height and the combination of all that, as soon as they line up and our bow starts driving into the waves, like our whole bow, that's when it just gets so uncomfortable. And we could bear off a little bit, but then we're not getting our windward angle that we need. Well, the other day it was like launching.
literally the bow goes flying up in the air and then you just fall. Like the ride at fairs, the boat that goes choo and then you fall
Well, I
down.
was watching it. It just looked like the bow would go up a wave, but then it looked like the wave just dropped out from under it and the bow just like fall.
Yeah,
It wasn't
so-
even like a, it was just fall.
So I think that might have been one of like the most uncomfortable times on the boat.
When
It
was
like
that,
the
though?
butterflies like in your stomach, like what, like 3 days ago.
3 days ago or something. We're just looking at the wind forecast and our angles and
Biggest tip of advice for you guys if you ever plan on sailing the Caribbean, do not have a time schedule.
Yeah.
Leave early,
Like-
give yourself
like-
plenty of time to
like-
get wherever the heck you need to go.
yeah, not like a couple days or like a week early, like leave like
Months
2 months
and
early.
months and months.
If you're gonna do the thorny path and want to do it comfortably.
So we left the beginning of April and we could have spent more time in the Bahamas, but we had a good amount of time. We did a lot of islands,
Yeah,
but
we
we
took
should
it-
have left in January.
Well, or we should have been booking it through the Bahamas a little bit
Which
more.
we didn't want to do. Nobody wants to book it through the Bahamas because it's the best.
We're taking the thorny path. It's been fine. It's been okay, right? Like some days are a little rough, some days are really calm and nice sailing. Some days we have to motor, which also sucks. If we ever did this again, would we just take the offshore route?
I would do that if, again, we had plenty and plenty and plenty of time to sit and wait for a perfect weather window.
We're just trying to figure out what our next move is. We have a little bit of a window, like, and our weather window, like the perfect window to us is like 10 to 15 knots. That's perfect. We can sail close hauled. It's still pretty comfortable. Enough wind to get us going at 6, 7, 8 knots.
And we're skipping through all these places. That was the original plan. We knew we weren't going to have time to do the British Virgin Islands and the USVIs because we wanted to spend a good amount of time in the Bahamas, get down to Grenada, and then slowly come back up, easy sailing. If Jetty can get there, that's the other pain
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that's
butt
the other thing. Like, yeah, Jetty and all the logistics of getting her paperwork and stuff, which Sierra, we're trying to visit a vet here in St. Croix tomorrow morning.
As all this planning's going, I knew we weren't gonna plan on stopping here this go around, but now in order to get better angles, it looks like we might have to stop places that I didn't think we were gonna go. So I should have applied for permits earlier, and now it's like cutting it close and nobody's answering.
And now we're like looking like, should we tack back up to the BVIs to get a little bit of a better angle? But we run into the same logistics problem. We don't have an import permit for Jetty. It's how much? 200 or 250
$250
for us to check in, right? Plus
Oh.
whatever they might charge Jetty.
And we know we're not going to be there for a long time because we're just waiting for the next weather window.
So
So
it's-
in order to spend all this money, it's just crazy.
It's kind of a lot of planning, but it's also having backup plans and going on a whim a little bit and just, it's a lot. We could pay the price now and do the hard part now, getting east, going to St. Martin and Guadeloupe and those islands east of here. And then it'll be nice, easy run, just in the lee of the islands going south, beam reach.
But it's
or
still...
we could be on a close reach or close hauled for the full 385. I just can't wait to be sailing downwind again.
I just can't wait to get there. So then we're not on a schedule at all.
Yeah, that's the other tough thing. There's so many cool things around here we want to do. Like, there's a barge over there it's an old tugboat that's only in 35 feet of water. We could free dive that.
Really?
Yeah, like way over there. Under this pier is supposed to be like some really cool snorkeling, a bunch of seahorses and stuff. There's a whole national wildlife refuge at the Cape on the south end here, which would be really sweet. So for you sailors out there who are sailing on a beam reach and downwind all the time, don't take that for granted. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to sail downwind again. Surf some waves. All right, enough looking at the charts for right now. We gotta take Jetty to the beach. Look at this thing. Like a spaceship we found.
It's a glass bottom boat that looks like a...
Crazy. To the beach. Look, we're almost to the beach and we found some dolphins. Where are they? They were right here a second ago, I swear. Well, I don't know where they went, but they were right here. All right, to the beach. Woohoo! Watch out. Here. So this is the National Wildlife Refuge on the southwestern tip of St. Croix.
Lots of soft sand.
No one around, lots of birds. Whoa, bait jumping over there. There's the rest of the town and where Adrenaline's anchored over there and the big pier. Frederickstead, I think it's called. Big old cargo ship way out there. A big fish just jumped right there. Ah, that was it over there again. What is it? Right there. Oh, is that a shark?
Something just jumped right there. What the heck?
They're everywhere, whatever it is. Ooh, that's true.
What?
Whoa, I think I might have gotten that one. I don't know what it is. It's starting to get a little dark out. We gotta get out of here. We're going back to the boat.